Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes. And this is an English class. Here, in the few classes, in the last class, I have dealt about phrases and clauses. And still before that, I have explained you about nouns. There, I gave you few homeworks in the last two sessions. One was from the noun possessive case, and the other one was from phrases. Phrases, I gave you 4 questions and I asked you to frame the sentence properly. It was jumbled and I asked you to frame it properly and put it in a sentence and the nouns case. Now I'll give the answers for that. So the first one which I gave you long back, that I'll give you. The answers for that I'll give you now. Nouns possessive case. The idea of my friend, my friend's idea. The ID cards of the students, students' ID card, students' ID card. The backpacks of the children, children's backpack, the children's backpacks. The nest of the woodpecker, the woodpecker's nest. The eggs of the pigeon's egg. The decision of the government's decision. The skyscrapers of the city's skyscrapers. The studies of the scientist's studies. The rights of the people's right. The responsibilities of parents' responsibility. Here I have included few more questions, extra questions, that is for your better understanding. Need not worry, whatever I have given for that questions, take down the answers. And let's move on to the next one, which was your next homework. That was from phrases, right, children? I'll give you the answers for that. Millie was given the task within brackets family cooking entire for the. Millie was given the task for cooking for the entire family. I'll repeat the answer. Millie was given the task for cooking for the entire family. Next question. She began within brackets last month piano lessons taking piano lessons last month. That is your proper phrase. How you put it in a sentence? She began taking piano classes last month. I repeat, she began taking piano classes last month. Next question. Every day he practices within brackets ball into net shooting the. What is the phrase? Shooting the ball into the net. I repeat the answer with the phrase. Every day he practices shooting the ball into the net. I repeat again. Take down. Every day he practices shooting the ball into the net. Next one. He does his work without, within the brackets, time, any savings, wasting. He does his work without wasting any time. It's such a simple main. I gave you such an easy homework. Hope all have done. If you have committed any mistakes, correct it. Vasu is skilled at, within brackets, electrical repairing appliances. Repairing electrical appliances becomes your proper phrase. Vasu is skilled at repairing electrical appliances. Okay. So now let's move on to today's topic. What is it? I have already explained about phrases. And one more topic was left out there. That is clauses. Now let us study about clauses. What are clauses? It is also a group of words. Okay. With a finite verb. I explained you clearly in the last class what is a finite verb and a non-finite verb, where you can understand when it is happening. It comes with tense, it comes with number, it comes with person, who is doing it, whether first person is doing it or second person is doing it. or the third person is doing it. Okay, so that is the difference between the phrases and clauses. Here, what was the phrases dealing with? It was dealing with the non-finite verbs like participle, gerund, infinitive, okay, under verbal phrase, where I explained you in the types of phrases. What are the types of phrases again? Noun phrase, verb phrase, adverb phrase, adjective phrase, and prepositional phrase. Got it? So next, this is about clause. Clause is a group of words with a finite verb. It forms a part of a longer sentence. Okay, it forms a part of a longer sentence. You usually know what is a phrase of sentence. It is just a small group of words like a beautiful home, a vase of flowers, or his sudden disappearance or his sudden appearance. The rest with the complete long sentence will become your clause. A clause, and again here you have types of clauses: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. What is a noun clause? The clause that works as a noun is called noun clause. The clause that works as an adjective is called adjective clause. The clause that works as an adverb is called adverb clause. Okay, let's explain this with the help of an exercise so that you will understand still more better. I'll give you a few more minutes for copying this. Please copy down neatly without any mistakes. Hope you have copied, children. So again, there is one more differentiation here, like types of clauses. One is dependent clause, the other one is independent clause. What is dependent and what it is? Independent clause, dependent clause, no, it is not standing on the other words or remaining part of the sentence, so that it can make it can, if it is removed from the sentence also, it is meaningful. That is called independent clause. When some clause where you are, if you are removing it from the part of the sentence, it is very meaningless. You don't understand it at all. That is dependent clause. Here also again two more partitions is there. That is dependent and independent. Dependent clause, it is meaningful by its own. Like if you are removing it from the part of the sentence also, it looks meaningful. That is independent clause. If you are removing it and if you are reading that clause, it gives you no sense. That is called dependent clause. So this is all about clause. Let us move on to exercise part now. Hope all are understanding well. I am going in detail about each and every topic. Listen to it. If you are not understanding it, pause it, replay it, and then try to listen the concept again and again for your better clarification. Let's do this clauses with the help of an example. Exercise with the help of an exercise. Now you have an exercise here where you will be changing the clause. Change the phrases into clauses. Phrases into clauses. So what you are doing here? You are changing the phrases into clause using the words given in the bracket. Using the words using the words given in the bracket. Using the word given in the bracket. So first one, we all admire a man of honesty. A man of honesty. So now you are changing this phrase. It is a phrase. You are changing it to a clause with the help of the word given in the bracket. What is the word which is given in the bracket is who. How we are going to change? We all admire a man of honesty. We all admire a man who is honesty. Who is honest. What is the answer here? We all admire. We all admire a man who is honest. Who is honest. See here, I explained you about dependent and independent clause. See, listen here. We all admire a man. See, if this is what is this? Independent clause. Who is honest? It is somewhat unrelated. So that is your dependent clause. So next question. The shepherd found the lost sheep. The shepherd found the lost sheep. Which? So yeah, found the last sheep. Your phrase will be converted into clause now. How you will convert it? The shepherd found the sheep which was lost. Hope you understood. Even this main is not that difficult. I'll give you 3 more questions for homework. 3 more questions for homework. Gopal lives in a house. Gopal lives in a house with marble flooring. With marble flooring. Which, with the help of which you are making it into a clause. Gopal lives in a, Gopal lives in a house with marble flooring. He hopes to win the first prize. To win the first prize. That fifth one. He is ashamed of his inability. He is ashamed of his inability to read and write. To read and write. Using because. We'll discuss about these 3 questions in the next class. Take down, children. I'll give you some time. We'll move on to the next topic, what we are studying about. I'll give you a brief introduction about that. And in the next class, we'll study all that in detail. Now take down this. Copy down fast. Again, like how I discussed the previous homeworks in the beginning of the class, I'll be giving these answers in the next class. Meanwhile, don't wait for me to give the answers. You have to do it. You write the answers in the pencil so that if you go wrong, when I'm giving you the answers, you can correct it. If you go wrong, that time I'll give you when I give you the answers, you can correct. But don't wait for me to do it. You have to take some initiative. You have to practice doing it. Okay, children, hope all have written. Let's move on to the next topic. So here, children, till now what you all have studied? You studied about parts of speech, noun, types of noun, and phrases and clauses. Under phrases and clauses, what you have studied? Types of phrases and clauses. Again, under clauses, types of clauses, noun clause, verb clause, adjective clause. So your next topic will be pronouns. Now today I will study about pronouns. As I have already given you a brief introduction about each and every parts of speech. So pronoun is not a new topic to you. You already know what are pronouns. Pronouns, you already know what it is. What are pronouns? Pronouns are used instead of nouns, isn't it? What are pronouns? Pronouns are used instead of nouns. Pronoun is a word that replaces a noun, that replaces a noun in a sentence. A noun in a sentence. That replaces a noun in a sentence. Pronouns are used. Why pronouns are used? Pronouns are used only to reduce the usage of nouns repeatedly in a paragraph. Why pronouns are used? Pronouns are used so that the same nouns are not repeated. Same nouns are not repeated over and over in a paragraph. Again and again. You need not repeat the same thing in a paragraph. Listen, children. What are pronouns? Pronoun is a word that is replaced instead of a noun in a sentence. Pronouns are used so that The same nouns are not repeated over and over in a paragraph. So I'll give an example. See, Raju is studying in 8th standard. Raju is a good boy. Raju is very much interested in sports as well. See, in these three sentences, Raju is repeated in each and every sentence. Why you need to repeat Raju every time? That's the reason we use pronouns in the place of nouns. Like you can also write it as Raju is studying in, Raju is a good boy. He is studying in 8th standard. So in the place of Raju, you are using he. In the place of Rani, you can use the female gender. So you can use she. Okay. So for things, you can use it. For more number of people, you use they. Okay. So this is your usage of pronouns. And we'll detail study about what are pronouns. Under this head, each and every different type of pronoun, what you will study, how you will take that into, put it in a paragraph properly, meaningfully, is called pronouns. So now you understood, instead of repeating Raju everywhere in the sentence, you use he in the place of Raju. So that is the proper usage of pronouns. So take this definition and we'll study about many types of, there are many types of pronouns. There are many types of pronouns. There are many types of pronouns. Personal pronoun, personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, reflexive or emphatic pronouns, okay, indefinite pronouns, indefinite pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reciprocal pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, relative pronoun, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, distributive pronoun, distributive pronoun. So what is a pronoun, you understood, right? There are many types of pronouns. What are they? Personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, reflexive or emphatic pronoun, and indefinite pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, reciprocal pronoun, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, distributive pronoun. These are the types of pronouns, and in the next class, each and every pronoun I will explain you how it comes in the usage of a paragraph. Okay, children? So this is the end of the session. Be ready with your homeworks. In the next session, I'll give you the answers so that you can correct it. And please keep recalling what I have given, what I have done till now. If you forget the previous thing, it will be very difficult for you to understand the upcoming new topics. So for the better understanding of these types of pronouns, you have to understand and you have to recall all the things what you have studied till now. Okay, children, this is the end of the session. Thank you.